When you vacation in Hawaii, there's nothing wrong with lying on the beach, catching some sun, reading a book, and just relaxing. But if you enjoy a little bit more active vacation, you could end up here.
Or here.
Or here.
Or even here.
And that's what we'll focus on in this episode of Active Hawaii. Known as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, the Waimea Canyon on Kauai is magnificent to behold. Now, imagine beholding it from right here, on the edge of the canyon itself. You can. There are at least two different ways to get to that ledge. First, right where Koke'e State Park begins, you'll find the beginning of Halemanu Road. The sign says four-wheel drive only and slippery when wet, but you can park here where the road begins and hike along the road to the trailhead. We'll show you in a bit where the road ends up. A more scenic and perhaps more fun way to get to the trailhead is to park instead at the Pu'u lookout, past the 13-mile marker on Highway 550, and follow the path at the canyon end of the parking lot. The path leads to the beginning of a trail on your left. The trail, about 1/3 to a half-mile long, leads through the woods and gets very steep very quickly as you descend the side of the canyon wall. Keep in mind that this will all be uphill on the way back. It's a relatively new and very well-maintained trail. Occasionally, through the trees, you can check your progress as you head for the floor of the canyon. Once you reach the bottom and cross what could be a stream at certain times of the year, you'll start up the other side. You have basically crossed one end of the Waimea Canyon. Eventually, you reach the trailhead for the Canyon Trail. If you walked along Halemanu Road instead, this is where you'd end up. The Canyon Trail is easy to follow and relatively flat at the beginning. Just a little bit into the trail, you reach a fork where the trail to the right leads to the cliff view, as it's called. This is a scenic overlook with a railing and is worth the 3 minutes it takes, as someone indicated on the sign. As also indicated, the canyon trail that can include a waterfall is to the left. The canyon trail features a steep descent with stairs and several switchbacks. Remember, you'll be climbing this on the way back. After going through some thick underbrush, you reach a man-made irrigation ditch. The trail now begins up the side of the canyon. In a clearing, you see signs for the Black Pipe Trail and the Canyon Trail. The dirt in this area by the signs is loose and slippery, and the trail is suddenly very steep, so use caution. This video will follow the Canyon Trail and come out on the ledge of the canyon rim that is now visible. As the trees fall away, you can finally begin to see the canyon. The trail gets rockier in spots, steeper, and then empties out onto the ridge. The bright red dirt will stain your shoes and clothing, so be careful what colors you wear. The ridge can be a destination itself with great views and photo opportunities, such as the beautiful Arch Rock. As the sun plays in and out of the clouds, the colors will get more intense around you. The trail, but not this video, continues down the steep slope and along the side of the canyon to what is, at times, a small waterfall and swimming hole. It all depends on water flow when you happen to be there. The water that you can see and perhaps get in is the top of Waipo'o Falls, which can be a huge waterfall down the side of the canyon. The water flow seen here was in late December one year. In July, the waterfall isn't nearly this pronounced. It's very dramatic being on the edge of the canyon wall with no guardrails between you and the canyon floor. And it's a hike that can be taxing, but is probably okay for most. So make the Waimea Canyon Trail a part of your active Hawaiian vacation.